Hello everyone, I am Michelle. Now I'm going to present to you our demo paper titled Paper Reader Bot, a conversational agent to read research papers. So what's the motivation behind our demo? Reading can be a tedious and lonely exercise. It is not surprising that commercial tools such as Scholarly exist to help with reading efficiency. However, interactions in the context of reading papers can be motivating and address potential issues related with prolonged loneliness. So we came up with the idea to develop a chatbot that serves both as a reading tool and a social companion. Our chatbot is called Paper Reader Bot. Here's a list of actions that a chatbot can carry out. Users can interact with Paper Reader Bot through the chat widget on our web application or through Telegram. Here's a simple breakdown of the system architecture. So the chatbot is built using Readr, an open-source Python-based framework to develop custom AI-powered chatbots. Based on the intents recognized by Readr's natural language understanding module, the dialog manager determines which actions to perform, and custom Readr actions are written for the various skills that Paper Reader Bot can carry out. At the moment, the chat data are only stored locally. In our future work, we plan to perform evaluation study and assess the performance of the system, make intent recognition engine more robust against noisy or unexpected input messages, implement additional features, integration with other platforms such as Facebook Messenger, and use the chatbot as a playground for user experience research. And here is a demo for our chatbot. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Have fun with Paper Reader Bot.